All right, what's good, y'all? As you guys know, it's Moby Kugo. Carpool Chronicles, no edits. Today we're going to talk about, what do we want to talk about today? We're going to talk about how to talk to your coach when you're not getting playing time. So basically, like, how to get more minutes without, coming off aggressive, abrasive, and, like, not being, like, a team player. So a lot of times, not everyone's only 11 players that can play on the field at once. So there's going to be moments when you don't play or you're not part of the starting 11. So how do you figure out a way to talk to your coach or, figure out to get in his plans to, get in the starting 11, to break into the squad, to break into the first team. So with that being said, like for context, so growing up, I was fortunate enough to play at a high level at a young age, all throughout my youth, youth national teams, highly competitive comp team, all that stuff. College, went to UCLA, started almost every game basically. And then I get to my first year as a pro, my rookie season, I start 4 games, playing 11. Mind you, there's 32 games in the season. So I literally played less than 10% of the games that we had. If you calculate the minutes, I think it was less than 500 minutes over the course of a whole season. So that was like a gut punch to me because, my whole career, first 11, I was always a starter, always someone that, played every game. So when that happened, it was kind of like, obviously the mindset of all right, you're a young player, you're a rookie, you got to bide your time. But, as an athlete, as a competitor, you don't really want to you don't want to hear that. You don't want to be like, oh, well, I should have to wait. Especially after the preseason that I had with the squad. And especially the way I felt like I competed with the players on the squad. But whatever, coach's decision. So whatever, second year, third year goes by, my minutes are increasing. But at some point I had enough of let me do this waiting game. I was tired of waiting. So I basically, and this is my advice for you, I was in terms of trying to get more playing time, there's only so much you can do from a working hard standpoint. One thing I want to tell you that is when you do have a chance to play, when you do get a minute, whether it's 1 minute off the bench, a random start here and there, you got to take care of your moments. You got to take advantage of your opportunity because you never know when that's going to happen again. You never know when you're going to get that chance to start or come off the bench or someone gets injured and you have to take their place. So you really have to always be prepared, always act like you're going to be a starter even if you're not starting. So that's first and foremost. But from the standpoint of all right, how can I talk to coach about asking for more playing time without, feeling like you're going to get in trouble for asking for more playing time? I think one way to ask is basically you ask him like this, straight up, or her, if your coach is a woman. What can I do to get on the field? Simply, what do you think I need to improve on to get on the field? And you want to make it in a sense where it's it's not about you. So it's what do I need to do to help the team more? How can I be more of a value add to the team? Or what skill sets do I need to improve on so that you trust me more with playing time? Where do you see me on the field? Where do you rate me? How can I improve on my game? And when you come from a place of wanting to learn, wanting to improve, asking for help, asking for assistance, if a coach is really for you, they're gonna give you an honest answer. You can tell when a coach is working to help you and not, and trying to think of an excuse. So for example, if a coach is he doesn't really want to hear about that, or is not really how can I say, accepting or welcoming to you asking for ways to improve and ways to figure out ways to get on the field, they'll probably say something like this, they'll probably try to brush you off, or they say what's a good example of what they usually say? They'll say they'll say something about your attitude, even if it's not about your attitude. They'll try to put it back on you, and that's when you just have to double down on being I understand, coach, I understand why you may feel like that, but I really want to be able to help the team out. I really want to feel like I'm part of the team. I really want to improve so I can, when I do have that chance, I want to help out. And you kind of just in a sense, you kind of you put it back on them. So you're almost kind of playing like a cat and mouse game, where you kind of letting them know that you're inferior, even if you're not. Coaches do have egos. Coaches do have. It's not just you on the team. They got to deal with 20 plus guys, and there's 18 guys at least, or 10 other guys asking for more playing time. So you got to come at it from a different angle. Whereas if someone's like, "Hey, coach, why am I not playing? I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this," it almost feel like you're attacking them. But when you come at an angle where it's like, "Coach, I understand, the philosophy that you're trying to run. In terms of my skill set, what can I do to improve and possibly find some minutes? What can I do? What do I need to work on to get in your first 11? Who am I competing with? Different things like that, where you kind of put it back on the coach's point of view, and they have to they have to be honest and give you an answer that not only helps you improve but gives them clarity too. So, like, for example, like, okay, I know Moby came to me in the office and he said, he wants to learn he wants to get an opportunity. So what does that look like? Now I got to answer, like, what do I think I need to improve on? So now when you do those things and you improve on those things and you showcase that you are getting better in those aspects in practice or in reserve games or when you come on as a sub, then you can go back to him and, now he doesn't have anything to go against. Obviously, I do say this with a grain of salt. If the team is playing well, if the team is in a good rhythm, if the team is winning, and that's the starting 11, it's going to be hard to break in. And that's why it's more important to, when you get that opportunity, to really take advantage of the opportunity. But that's really what it's about. I think it's always a slippery slope, when you're trying to talk to coaches, depending on your relationship with the coach. But when it comes to asking for more playing time, just always do it with the sense of grace. You don't want to attack the coach, but you want to create an open dialogue where they have to respond to you. So that's kind of all I have. I mean, I'll probably let me just end with this. Like, I'll try to think of a story when I had to ask for playing time, and actually, the way I approached it when I was younger, it was a little bit different. I would go through my agent, because I didn't want to deal with having a coach using my words against me. So I would just be like, I would just work hard in practice, keep my mouth shut, and then I would call my agent and be like, "Yo, you need to handle this. Like, what's going on?" If I were to do it all over again, I would just go to the coach straight up and be like, "Coach, I know you got your starting lineup, but I feel like I'm playing well. Is there anything that I can do to get in your radar to start? I feel like I deserve a chance based on how you coach the team. What's your philosophy? I feel like I fit that criteria, but if there's anything that I need to improve on so that you trust me, what is it that I can do?" So you leave it open-ended so they have to answer. So if they're like, "No, there's nothing you can do," then it's like, okay, so is there a reason why you're not playing me? And then now they have to answer. So you have to give them questions where they have to answer. But you got to do it in a way where it's not condescending or attacking them. And that's all I got. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you guys have any strategies around how you guys go about asking for more playing time. I think that's my piece of advice. I mean, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully that if you're in a situation. I think the main thing is that when you do get the opportunity, you better perform. Because if you ask for playing time and then you get that shot and you bottle it, it's bad. I'm just going to let you know that right now. But yeah, that's about it. So please let me know in the comments any other topics or questions you have around, soccer career-wise, things that we can discuss. Trying to keep these more consistent. I got a new thing, so we'll be doing this from the car a lot more. So hope you guys enjoy. Catch y'all later.